Welcome back. Well, the first weekend of live horse racing at Ellis Park is in the books. According to track owner Ron Geary, it went well over 10,000 race fans total, attending the first 2 days of the meet. On the track today, it was pretty muddy after all the overnight rain. Let's head to the fourth race of the day. It was a mile on the dirt, and this one would go right down to the wire. Colbert would be near the lead for much of the race, but as they come down the stretch, things tightened up. And it's a three-horse race. As they get close to the finish, it's so close. This will be a photo finish. You see them all three cross the line practically at the same time. In the end, it would be the number 6 Sheriff Silver Star winning by half a head. Colbert was a close second, followed by Portman, a very close third.
I broke and I dropped him in behind horses. He didn't like eating the dirt for a little while, about a 3/16 of a mile. And then he finally like, well, I have to do this. So I stayed where I was, and to the top of the lane, I swung him out. He switched leads, and he accelerated. Good job on Kinnick Peaks training. I hadn't been here, like I said, in years. The first racetrack I rode at in '99 in Kentucky, when I came to Kentucky from Louisiana, was Ellis Park. And actually, Kinnick Peaks gave me a big shot, and we're starting out again.
Racing resumes this Friday, July 8th. In baseball, the NL Central race is super tight. Just 2 games separate the top 4 teams in the division, with Milwaukee and St. Louis starting the day tied for first. The Reds are just 2 games back. They open up a 3-game set against those first-place Cardinals tonight in St. Louis. So let's head out to Busch Stadium for the highlights. Some great defense in this game, and here in the third inning, Ryan Theriot singles to right. Skip Schumacher's going to try to score, but Jay Bruce guns him out at the plate. He is out. Still a scoreless game. Later in the game, Jay Bruce, well, the tables are turned on him. He gets robbed here. John Jay jumps up and grabs that one and brings it back into the park. Beautiful catch there by Jay. Still a scoreless game. In the bottom of the 8th, though, that would change. Mark Hamilton grounds this one to third. Scott Rowland, a great play, but Hamilton, the head-first slide, beats the throw. Colby Rasmus scores what would be the only run of the game. 1-0. Cards would win it. They are now 3 up on the Reds. Earlier today, the Cubs taking on the Nationals in Washington. Top of the 4th, 2-1 with the Nats in the lead. Alfonso Soriano here with a lazy pop fly to right. Who's going to get it? Well, nobody, as it turns out. It drops right in between the outfielders. Aramis Ramirez and Marlon Byrd would come in to score. That would make it 3-2. Cubs with the lead. Fast forward to the 10th inning. It's tied at 4. Runner at third, and Carlos Marmol uncorks a wild pitch. Jason Worth comes in to score the winning run, and the Cubs would lose it 5-4. In the Frontier League, the Otters close out their 6-game road trip today. So far, they're 1-4 on the trip. Beginning today, they were a Frontier League worst 11-30 overall in 18 games out of first place in the West. They try to salvage the final game of their series against Rockford today, and they would do that, winning it 10-9. They scored 5 runs in the 8th and hang on to get their 12th win of the year. Mike Durant hit a home run and had 3 RBI. Another bit of good news, infielder Joe Spears was named today as the Otters' lone representative to the All-Star team. The Otters return to Bosse Field tomorrow night to begin a 6-game homestand against Traverse City. Well, if you missed it over the holiday, Evansville's Jeff Overton had his best weekend on the golf course this year. At the AT&T National in Pennsylvania, Overton finished tied for third with a -9. After a great season in 2010 in which he made the Ryder Cup team, he struggled out of the gate in 2011. In his first 13 starts this year, he only had 1 top 10 finish. In the last month, though, he's heating up with 2 top 10 finishes in his last 4 tournaments. And finally tonight, our News 25 Sports MVP program. We are still taking nominations for this week's upcoming MVP. It's very easy to nominate someone. Just send us an email at the address on the screen. That's mvp@news25.us. Include contact information and the reason you believe your nominee should win it. The athlete, of course, can be from any sport, any age. Just shoot us an email. The winner will be announced Wednesday, News 25 at 10, guys.
All right. Thanks a lot, Aaron.
Welcome back. Well, the first weekend of live horse racing at Ellis Park is in the books. According to track owner Ron Geary, it went very well. Over 10,000 race fans total attended the first 2 days of the meet. On the track today, it was pretty muddy after all the overnight rain. So let's head out to the third race of the day at 7 furlongs on the dirt. And this one will be a no-doubter. The number 5 Groupie Doll with Greta Kunzweiler aboard had a 7-length lead with a furlong to go, and she wins it. Going away, Groupie Doll wins it, followed by National Spark and Touchscreen.
She's just a nice filly, and Buff's done a great job with her. She's just, easy to ride. And she was like at the 16th pole, her ears went up, and she's like, do I stop now, or what do you want me to do? And I was like, oh, just keep going. She's really classy. She's not like a speedball. She'll listen to you. You know, she waits for my signal to go on. I love Ellis, and I'm so happy to be back. It's a great meet.
Coming up tonight at 10, we'll have highlights of race number 4. In baseball, the Otters close out their 6-game road trip today. So far, they're 1-4 on the trip. Beginning today, they were a Frontier League worst 11-30 overall and 18 games out of first place in the West Division. They try to salvage the final game of their series against Rockford today, and they would win it 10-9. They scored 5 runs in the 8th and hang on to get their 12th win of the year. Mike Durant hit a home run and had 3 RBI. Another bit of good news for the Otters, infielder Joe Spears was named today as the Otters' lone representative of the All-Star team. There you see the score. The Otters return to Bosse Field tomorrow night to begin a 6-game homestand against Traverse City. In the Bigs, the NL Central race is super tight. Just 2 games separate the top 4 teams in the division, with Milwaukee and St. Louis tied for first. The Reds are just 2 games back, and they open up a 3-game set against those first-place cards tonight in St. Louis. It's a pivotal series in which we could see the return of Albert Pujols. He's eligible to come off the DL tomorrow and could be in tomorrow's starting lineup. His broken left wrist is healing much quicker than expected, and he felt no pain in batting or fielding practice. In afternoon baseball today, the Cubs took on the Nationals in their patriotic-looking uniforms there. At top of the 4th, 2-1 Nats. Alfonso Soriano sends his high pop to right. Well, who wants it? Apparently nobody. It drops right in between the 2 outfielders. Aramis Ramirez and Marlon Byrd score 3-2. Cubs with the lead. Fast forward to the 10th. It's tied at 4-4. Runner at third, and Carlos Marmol, well, he uncorks a wild pitch here. Jason Worth comes in to score the winning run, and the Cubs would lose it 5-4. Finally, it's the 4th of July, and that means one thing, right? Hot dogs. It's the Nathan's Hot Dog Eating Contest from where else but Coney Island. Joey Jaws Chestnut is your defending champion. Pat Deep Dish Bertoletti is his main competition today, but it would be close at about the 25 hot dog mark. Then Chestnut would pull away late. He eats 62 hot dogs, Brad, and Joey Chestnut is your champion. He wins his 5th straight Nathan's Hot Dog Eating Championship. I don't know about 62, maybe 2 or 3
Nice.
today.
Mike, does he do that like, does he take a pause and get a drink of soda or something, or just?
Yeah, they
all
have
at
a little
once?
water in there, and he's kind of washing it down with that, but I mean, it's nonstop the whole 10 minutes.
Well, hold the relish, I guess. All right.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot, Aaron. We'll be right back.